Nobody sees the breakdown. It happens when no one's around. Behind closed doors late at night, when I finally lose the fight. During the day I play it cool, act like nothing's wrong with you. Smile enough to pass the test while chaos tears apart my chest. I got so good at hiding pain, even I believe the game. Nobody sees the breakdown. The moment I hit the ground, when my thoughts turn into war, and I can't take it anymore. Every tear I never showed, every feeling I controlled, built a prison in my mind where I got lost inside. I'm exhausted from pretending like my soul is not descending into places dark and cold where I don't feel in control. People think I'm doing fine, cause I learned to hide the signs. But there's a storm beneath my skin that never really ends. I wanna drop this mask for real, stop hiding everything I feel. I'm so tired of acting strong when deep down I felt dead for so long. If I collapse, then let it show. At least the truth will finally grow. I don't wanna live half alive, just surviving every night. Maybe I don't need to hide anymore. Now somebody says the breakdown. I didn't fully drown. Every scar I tried to bury was just something I had to carry. I'm still broken, still in pain, but I don't feel ashamed. And even if I fall apart, I'm finally honest with my heart. Nobody saw the breakdown, but I survived it anyway. I don't feel safe in my mind anymore. Every thought feels like a war. Every memory finds a way to drag me deeper every day. I try to sleep, I try to rest, but there's a panic in my chest, like something's waiting in the dark just to tear me back apart. I keep running from myself, but I'm everywhere I go. I don't feel safe in my mind, like there's nowhere left to hide. Every fear is amplified, every wound still feels alive. I keep fighting just to breathe. Spent my whole life fixing wounds, holding hearts while hiding bruises, being there for everyone while slowly coming undone. I said I'm here 1,000 times, even when I lost my mind. Gave my strength away for free, till there was nothing left of me. Who saves the one who saves everybody else? I can't keep saving everyone while I'm bleeding all alone. Every piece I give away leaves less of me to save. I keep carrying all this pain like it's running through my veins. If I break from holding on, will they notice I'm gone? Funny how they call your name only when they need your strength, but when your world starts caving in, the silence answers back again. So I learned to hide the hurt, smile first, collapse later. Be the shoulder, be the light, even while I lost the fight. I'm so tired of being strong for people who move on, while I'm left here in the dark, trying to restart my heart. Maybe love shouldn't destroy the person giving it away. Maybe I deserve some peace without feeling guilty. I can't pour from an empty soul. I can't keep saving everyone if it means I come undone. Every wound I never faced left me feeling displaced. Now it's time to save myself, to ask for help, to finally feel. And even if it hurts to change, I don't wanna live this way. For once, I choose me. I got so used to feeling low that sadness started feeling like home. Every scar became my name, every loss became my frame. I stopped asking how to heal, started thinking pain was real, like suffering was all I had. Like being broken made me who I am. When the hurt, even when it only made things worse. Cause at least pain felt familiar more than hope ever did. I pushed away the better days, thinking they would never stay. So I held on to the storm, like chaos kept me warm. But maybe I'm more than this, more than every wristlet thought I missed, more than every night I cried, thinking something in me died. Maybe healing feels so weird because I've lived so long in fear, and maybe I don't disappear just because the pain isn't here. Who am I without the suffering? Pain isn't my personality, it's just something that happened to me. Every scar, every fear doesn't define why I'm here. I can heal and still be me, I can breathe, I can be free. And even if I don't know how, I'm ready to find out now. Maybe I'm more than my pain. Maybe I always was. I thought I was strong enough to carry all this heavy stuff. Keep it buried, keep it down. Never let them see me drown. So I kept saying I'm alright, while falling apart every night. Every crack inside my chest started growing from the stress. Turns out even the strongest minds can slowly break over time. I thought I was strong enough, but this pain hit way too much. Every night it pulled me down, till I couldn't make a sound. I kept holding everything till my soul couldn't breathe. If this is what strength becomes, then I don't wanna bleed alone. I was scared to ask for help, thought I had to fix myself, like being hurt meant being weak. So I suffered silently, I pushed harder every day, even when I lost my way, trying not to fall apart while carrying a broken heart. Maybe strength isn't this, pretending pain doesn't exist. Maybe real strength is when you admit you can't pretend. I don't have to win alone or turn my heart into stone. I can break and still survive, I can hurt and stay alive. myself, the person staring from the glass. Every year I lose a piece, and I don't know what's left of me. I used to feel things deeply, now I just feel empty, like the world drained out my soul, little by little soul. I keep asking in the dark, when did I become this hard? I'm scared of who I'm becoming, like my heart is turning numb to something. Every day I feel less me, like I'm losing my identity. I don't wanna turn to stone, or feel this empty all alone. If I keep going down this road, will there be anything left to hold? Stop calling people back, stopped caring, stopped reacting. Now I sit inside my room, learning how to live with gloom. Every dream feels far away, like it's slowly decayed, and the fire I once had turned to smoke inside my head. I miss the way I used to feel, when life and love still felt real, when I could cry, when I could break, without feeling like a mistake. But maybe fearing something's there, something left inside that cares. 'Cause if I was really gone, I wouldn't fight this hard, this long. Maybe I'm not losing myself, maybe I'm just hurt. I'm scared of who I'm becoming, but I don't think this is the end of something. Every scar, every night didn't take away my life. I can still find who I am, even if I don't understand. And even if my soul feels cold, it's not too late to take back control. I'm still here, and maybe that still means something. I keep losing pieces of myself. I keep losing pieces of myself, in every fight, in every failure. A little more just disappears every year, every tear. I used to know what made me smile, now I fake it for a while, just enough to get through days, then I drift back into gray. I don't know when it began, myself to fit the room, to keep people from leaving too soon. I buried parts I used to love, just to feel like I was enough. Now I barely hear my voice under all this inner noise, and every mirror that I face feels like someone took my place. I lost parts of myself, but I'm starting to come back. I don't know how to let people close. Every time they do, I freeze the most. Like my mind prepares for pain before they even walk away. I learned distance from the hurt, from feeling like I came second. So now every honest touch feels like something dangerous. I push away the ones I need, then wonder why I bleed. I don't know how to let people love me without thinking they'll get tired of me. Every time someone gets close, my mind prepares for ghosts. I keep building walls too high, then crying when I feel alone at night. If I never let them in, how will anything begin? I overthink the smallest change. Every silence feels strange, like affection has an end, and everyone eventually leaves again. So I hide the worst of me, the parts nobody should see, thinking if they knew it all, they'd be the next to let me fall. I'm so tired of being scared of every person who actually cares. Like love is just another way to watch somebody walk away. But maybe not everyone leaves. Maybe that's Maybe love isn't the enemy. Maybe fear is. I'm learning how to let people love me without hating what they see in me. Every wall I let collapse helps me breathe a little back. I don't need to hide my soul or turn my heart into stone. And even if I'm still afraid, I won't push everyone away. Maybe being loved starts with staying. I'm exhausted from being alive, from waking up and trying to survive. Every day feels twice as hard when your own mind leaves you scarred. I drag my body through the wake, running low on everything. Even breathing feels like work when your soul is this hurt. I don't even wanna die. I just don't wanna feel like this tonight. I'm exhausted from being alive, from fighting just to feel alright. Every night I lose some more till I don't know what I'm fighting for. I keep smiling through the pain while my mind goes down the drain. If this is what surviving means, why does that kill me slowly? I stopped dreaming long ago, now I just go with the flow. Wake up, fake it, get through days, then collapse beneath the weight. People tell me you look fine, but they don't live inside this mind. They don't hear the endless noise of how hard it is to feel joy. Wanna rest without the guilt, without feeling like I failed to build a life that actually feels like mine, instead of just passing time. But even in my darkest state, something still refuses to break, like a heartbeat in the dark, a tiny dying spark. A tiny dying spark. There were nights I begged for help, and nobody really came. So I learned to sit with pain and carry all the weight. I kept searching for a hand, something steady I could trust. But every time I reached for love, I came back covered in dust. Being alone changed something in me, something painful, something strong. I became someone I needed when I was bleeding, when the world felt cold as hell, and I was falling through myself. I learned how to stay alive on the nights I wanted to hide. If no one was coming through, I had to learn how to. I stopped waiting to be saved, stopped depending on escape, started facing every scar, every shattered, broken part. And it hurt like hell to heal, to finally sit and feel all the grief I locked away just to make it through the day. I never wanted to be this strong, I just didn't have a choice for long. Life kept pushing me to break until I learned how much I could take. And even though I still have fears, and some nights still end in tears, I'm not the person I once was. I survived because I had to. Maybe pain didn't destroy me, maybe it introduced me to myself. I became someone I needed, someone who kept breathing, even when the light was gone, even when everything felt wrong. Every scar inside my soul helped me take back some control. And even if I'm still in pain, I know I'll stand again. No one came to save me, but I became someone who could. Nobody heard the war inside. The nights I broke and still survived. The mornings I could barely stand, but forced myself to live again. I lost myself so quietly. No dramatic scene, no scream, just little pieces every day, fading slowly into gray. saw the battle.